Hey, what's up, my friends? Listen, I just found a really cool audio video of Tony Robbins talking about really one of the biggest things that stops you from creating success in your business. So if you're struggling at all, or you're just not where you want to be in your business, then I would encourage for you to listen to this video, put it on repeat, listen to it again and again, because it's going to help you to see that your fears that you think are what's stopping you is really not what's stopping you, and how you can use your fears to help you create success. This is just fabulous. So dive in, listen closely, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. And also share this with anyone else you know on your team, or anyone who you think could benefit from this powerful video from Tony Robbins.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and dreamers, it's an honor to stand before you today, and I want to talk to you about something that could change your life forever, something that could reshape your perspective on everything you think you know about success, happiness, and fulfillment. That something is this: you are standing at the edge of your potential, looking out at everything you've ever wanted to achieve in your life, and yet there's that fear, that voice inside your head that tells you maybe it's not possible. What if you fail? What if you're not enough? But let me ask you something. What are you really afraid of? Are you afraid of failure, or are you afraid of your own greatness? I'll tell you this. Fear is a choice. It's an illusion. It's a force that's only as powerful as you allow it to be. You can take that fear and turn it into your fuel. You can choose to step into that fear and use it to drive you forward, or you can let it hold you back. The choice is yours. Look at the most successful people in the world. They aren't immune to fear. They face it every single day, but they don't let it control them. They use it. They recognize that on the other side of fear is the life they've always wanted. They understand that growth only happens when you're willing to step into discomfort. So what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of not being perfect? Newsflash, nobody's perfect. The key is to take massive action, even if you don't have all the answers. Every time you act, you get closer to who you were meant to be. Are you afraid of failing? Well, guess what? Failure is not the end, it's the beginning. Every failure is just another lesson. Every setback is a setup for your comeback. If you want to succeed, you have to be willing to fail. Not just once, not twice, but over and over again. You fail, you learn, you grow, and you rise. Or maybe you're afraid of what others will think. You're worried about the judgment, the criticism, the rejection. But here's the truth: other people's opinions are none of your business. The only opinion that matters is yours. The only person who can define your limits is you. You have limitless power inside of you. You have everything you need right now to create the life you want. Your mind is the ultimate tool. Your thoughts shape your reality, and when you shift your mindset, you shift everything. You see, the fear that you feel isn't there to stop you. It's there to test you, to see if you have the courage to push through and take what's yours. It's time to stop letting fear dictate your actions. It's time to decide that fear will no longer control you, because you are stronger than anything that comes your way. So I ask you again, what are you afraid of? The truth is, what you fear is nothing more than a reflection of what you're capable of achieving. The more you fear, the bigger your potential. Now step up. Face your fears, push through the doubt, take action. Because on the other side of fear, there's a version of you that is unstoppable. The question isn't, what are you afraid of? The question is, what are you going to do about it? Let's go. You see, the only thing standing between you and your dreams is deciding to break through the barriers you've built. Those walls of fear, doubt, and uncertainty, they're nothing more than illusions, figments of your imagination. They only exist because you've allowed them to. And now, right here, right now, you have the power to knock them down. I want you to imagine what your life could look like if you chose to stop being afraid. What if you embraced the discomfort? What if you stopped running from the challenges and instead ran toward them? What if you decided that every obstacle was just an opportunity in disguise? You're not the person you were yesterday. You are evolving, growing, becoming something greater than you've ever been before. But that growth will never come if you keep shrinking back from the discomfort of what's possible. Now, I want you to understand something. Fear doesn't disappear. It doesn't vanish because you wish it would. It will always be there, knocking at the door of your potential. But here's the secret: you don't need to eliminate fear, you need to learn how to move forward in spite of it. It's not about being fearless, it's about being courageous. It's about acting in spite of the fear. Because guess what? The fear will always be there, but the more you act, the more you show yourself that you're stronger than it. Every step you take, every moment you push through, you become unstoppable. You have within you a fire, a force of nature that has the power to change your life and the world around you. But you have to unleash it. Stop holding back. Stop playing small. Your dreams, your desires, they are waiting for you to step up and claim them. But here's the truth, nobody else can do it for you. No one else can take that leap of faith for you. You have to be the one to choose. You have to decide to face your fears head on, take action, and never look back. I know it's scary, I know it feels uncertain, but I also know that within you is the ability to handle whatever comes your way. The only thing you need to do is trust yourself. Believe that you are capable. Believe that you have the power to overcome every challenge, every fear, every obstacle, because when you choose to act, when you decide that fear will not stop you, something magical happens. You become unstoppable. You unlock a new level of strength, resilience, and purpose, and that's when you realize there's nothing to be afraid of after all. So today, make a choice. Step into your power. Face your fears. Do what others won't, because that's where greatness lies. When you look fear in the eye, you win. When you act in spite of it, you transform. And that, my friend, is the secret to a life that is limitless. Let's go out there and take what's ours. The time is now. Fear is your fuel. Use it. The world is waiting for you to step up and claim your destiny. Let's make it happen. You've got everything it takes to succeed. But here's the truth that many people never realize: success is not for the timid. It's not for those who sit back, waiting for the perfect moment, hoping for the stars to align. Success belongs to those who take bold, unapologetic action in the face of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Every dream you've ever had, every goal you've set, every desire you've envisioned, it's all waiting for you. The question is, will you show up? Will you step into the unknown despite the fear? Will you face the challenges not as obstacles, but as stepping stones to your greatness? Because that's what fear really is, a stepping stone. It's a signal that you're on the verge of something extraordinary. If you're afraid, it means you're pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. You're growing, you're expanding, you're on the edge of your breakthrough. But here's the hard truth: if you keep playing it safe, you'll never experience the life you're meant for. You'll never know how far you can go unless you're willing to stretch yourself, to reach beyond your limits, to risk failure. But guess what? Failure doesn't define you. It's a part of the process. It's a lesson that teaches you what doesn't work so you can discover what does. And the most successful people, they're not the ones who never failed. They're the ones who failed the most, learned from it, and kept going. They knew that every setback was just a setup for a greater comeback. They knew that on the other side of their biggest fears was everything they ever wanted. And guess what? That's the same for you. But if you want it, if you really want to live that life, you've got to embrace the fear. Step into it, not around it. Understand that every time you do, you're building resilience, confidence, and power. You're teaching yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way. And here's something even more powerful to understand: you are not alone in this journey. Every person you admire, every person who's achieved greatness, has faced their own fears. They've doubted themselves, they've questioned whether they were capable, but what set them apart wasn't that they were fearless, it's that they kept going in spite of it all. And you, my friend, can do the same. You are capable of greatness, you have the potential to accomplish things you haven't even imagined yet. But you won't get there by sitting back, hoping the fear will go away. You'll get there by rising up and saying, I am bigger than this fear. I am stronger than this doubt. You have the power to create your own reality, to design the life you've always dreamed of. The only thing holding you back is the story you've been telling yourself about what you can and can't do. It's time to change that story. It's time to stop telling yourself that you're not enough, that you don't have what it takes, that it's too late. Because let me tell you, it's never too late. In fact, the moment you decide to take action, that's when the magic happens. You don't need all the answers right now. You don't need to have everything figured out. All you need is the courage to take the first step. You can figure out the rest along the way. And the more you take those steps, the more you build momentum. You'll look back and realize that the fear you once had doesn't have the power to stop you anymore. Because now you're a force to be reckoned with. So take that step today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for fear to disappear. Take action now, because every moment you delay is a moment you could have been moving closer to your dreams. You are more than capable. You are stronger than you think. You have the ability to face your fear and turn it into your greatest strength. The only question is, are you ready to step into your greatness? Because if you are, there is nothing that can stop you. You see, the moment you decide to take that first step, everything changes. The moment you decide to face the fear that's been holding you back, the world opens up in ways you never imagined. You stop being a spectator in your own life and you step into the driver's seat. You take control. Right now, you're standing at a crossroads. You can keep doing what you've always done, staying comfortable, staying in the same place, safe but stagnant, or you can take the leap. You can choose to face your fear, choose to disrupt your comfort zone, and choose to unleash the power that's been waiting inside you all along. But here's the kicker: the first step is always the hardest. It's the most uncertain. It's the scariest. But it's also the most rewarding. When you take that step, you tell the universe, you tell yourself, I'm ready. I'm done holding back. I'm ready to claim my power. I'm ready to live the life I've always dreamed of. And once you take that step, everything will begin to shift. Your mindset will begin to transform. Fear will still be there, but it won't control you anymore. You'll start to see it for what it truly is: just energy. Energy that you can channel, energy that you use to push forward, to grow, to evolve. The moment you decide to step into your fear, you break the chains that have been holding you back. You rise above the limiting beliefs that have kept you stuck. You realize that the only thing holding you back is yourself, the stories you've been telling yourself, the excuses you've been making, the fears you've been feeding. So let me ask you, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? What is it that you truly desire in life? Because that desire is already inside of you, waiting to be realized. That dream isn't out of your reach, it's within your grasp, but only if you're willing to push past the fear that's standing in your way. Remember, this success is a decision. It's not about waiting for the perfect circumstances. It's not about waiting for the right time. It's about deciding that no matter what, you are going to make it happen. And with that decision, you step into your power. Now, let me remind you of something crucial. You have everything you need to succeed right now. You don't need more time. You don't need more resources, and you don't need more knowledge. What you need is the courage to take that first step, to act in spite of your fear, and to trust that the universe will respond to your commitment. So I ask you again, what are you waiting for? You're the one holding the key to unlock the life you want. Don't let fear or doubt keep you trapped in a life that's not meant for you. You are here for more. You are here to achieve greatness. And greatness is not for the faint of heart. It's for those who are willing to act, to rise, to be relentless in their pursuit of their dreams. So let today be the day you choose to be bold. Let today be the day you decide to face your fears and move forward with power. The world needs you. It needs your gifts, your talents, your voice, your voice. The only thing standing in your way is your willingness to act. Now is the time. Don't wait. Take that step. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let doubt hold you back. You are capable. You are stronger than you know. And the only limit that exists is the one you place on yourself. Let's go out there and create the life you deserve, the life you've been dreaming of. It's all within your reach. If you're willing to take that first step, you've got this. Right now, you may be feeling that fear deep inside. Maybe it's holding you back, keeping you stuck, convincing you that it's too risky, too uncertain, too difficult. But I want to tell you something: that fear is a lie. It's not there to protect you. It's there to keep you small. It's there to keep you from stepping into your true power. But here's the truth: you were born for greatness. You weren't born to play small. You weren't born to stay stuck in fear. You were born to take action, to create, to transform the world around you. And the moment you decide that enough is enough, the moment you choose to rise above your fear, everything changes. Let's talk about fear for a second. Fear is just a feeling. It's not a fact. It's not the truth. It's simply a signal that you're stepping out of your comfort zone, which means you're on the right path. Fear is your ally, not your enemy. It's your invitation to push yourself, to grow, to evolve into a version of yourself that is more powerful than you've ever imagined. Do you think the people you admire, those who have achieved incredible things, never felt fear? Of course they did. But the difference between them and someone who stays stuck is that they use their fear as fuel. They didn't let it hold them back. They embraced it, took action despite it, and proved to themselves that they could rise above it. And guess what? You can do the same. You are standing at the threshold of something extraordinary. That fear, that doubt, that uncertainty, it's just the beginning. You can look at it as an obstacle, or you can look at it as the very thing that will push you forward. You get to decide how it shapes you. But here's the most powerful thing I can tell you: the fear doesn't go away until you face it. It will hang over you like a dark cloud until you step into it, until you do the thing that scares you, until you prove to yourself that it's not stronger than you. And the moment you do that, you'll realize it was never as big as you thought. You'll realize that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. This is your moment of power. This is your time to rise. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now, you don't need to wait for the right moment. The right moment is already here. It's in the very next decision you make. Will you choose to let fear keep you where you are, or will you step into the unknown and create the life you've always dreamed of? Here's the hard truth: the cost of inaction is higher than the cost of failure. If you stay where you are, playing it safe, you're not going to grow. You're not going to reach your potential. You're going to live in a world of regret, wishing you'd taken the leap, wishing you'd gone for it. But that regret, that's worse than any failure you'll ever face. So what are you waiting for? What's the fear really telling you? It's telling you that you're on the edge of something amazing. It's telling you that the life you've always dreamed of is just one step away. Now is the time. Act with courage. Act with confidence. Act with the knowledge that you are capable of overcoming whatever comes your way. Don't wait for the fear to disappear. Use it. Harness it. Let it be the spark that lights your fire. You have the power to create your own destiny. You have the power to choose your future. But it's not going to happen by accident. It's not going to happen by staying comfortable. It's going to happen when you decide to take action, when you decide that fear will no longer hold you back. So let me ask you, what's your next step? What are you going to do today to move closer to your dreams? Because the reality is that you don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You just need to take action. Right now, make the decision, take the first step, and keep moving forward. Because you've got what it takes. You've always had it. Now it's time to let it shine. The world is waiting for you to show up. Are you ready? Let's go out there and make it happen. You've got this. You are standing at a crossroads in your life, and you have two choices. You can either stay where you are, stuck in your comfort zone, or you can make the decision to move forward, face your fear, and embrace the unknown. The choice is yours, but let me tell you, this comfort does not breed greatness. It does not breed progress. It does not breed the life you were born to live. The truth is, the only thing that's been stopping you is you. You've been allowing your fear, your doubt, your insecurities to dictate your life. But guess what? You don't have to live like that anymore. Right now, in this moment, you have the power to choose. You have the power to rise above the stories you've been telling yourself. You have the power to break free from the limiting beliefs that have kept you stuck. So I'm asking you again, what are you really afraid of? What is it that's holding you back? Is it the fear of failure? The fear of judgment? The fear of not being good enough? Those are just stories. Stories you've been telling yourself for far too long. And it's time to rewrite them. Think about this for a moment. What would your life look like if you let go of your fear? What if you made the decision today to stop letting fear control your decisions, your actions, your future? What if you started acting with the belief that you are enough? That you have what it takes? What if you finally realized that every single thing you want is on the other side of your fear? Let me tell you something, you are more than capable of handling what's ahead. The reason you're afraid is because you don't know what's going to happen. But the truth is, you don't need to know the outcome. All you need to do is take the first step. You don't need to see the entire staircase, just the next step. Every successful person in the world started exactly where you are, unsure, afraid, uncertain of the future. But they didn't wait for fear to go away. They didn't wait for everything to be perfect. They took action anyway. They moved forward in spite of the fear. And that's why they're where they are today. You are no different. You have the same potential. You have the same ability to rise above your fear and create the life you desire. But it's going to require action. It's going to require you to step into discomfort. It's going to require you to choose courage over fear, action over doubt, and belief over uncertainty. Every single day that you allow fear to keep you stuck, you're robbing yourself of the life you're meant to live. You're robbing the world of your gifts, your talents, your greatness. But I'm here to tell you, you are not meant to stay stuck. You are meant to soar. You are meant to take risks, to face challenges, to grow, and to become the best version of yourself. And guess what? You don't have to do it alone. You've got a support system, you've got a community, and most importantly, you've got yourself. When you decide that you're ready, when you decide that fear will no longer control you, you will be unstoppable. So I'm going to ask you one final question. What is one thing you can do today that will move you closer to the person you want to become? It doesn't have to be a massive leap. It can be one small step, but it's a step that shows fear who's in charge. When you make that choice, when you take that action, you send a message to the universe, to your mind, and to your heart, I am ready. I am capable. I am capable, I am unstoppable, and you know what? That first step will lead to another. And then another. And before you know it, you'll look back and realize that the fear you once feared doesn't have a hold on you anymore. You've become the person you've always dreamed of being, and it all started with the decision to take action. The life you want is within your reach, but only you can go out and grab it. Only you can decide to face the fear and push through. So are you ready to step up? Are you ready to become the person you were meant to be? The time is now. There's no more waiting. There's no more doubt. It's your time to rise. Let's go out there and make it happen. You've got this. Thank you, everyone.